It is connecting now, guys. I'm excited about this. We've got a great show for you guys. This is going to be lots of fun. This is Business Casual Friday. I've got a great set of guests here with me today. I'm going to let each of them introduce themselves. But I know they're amazing, but in just a few minutes, you will know they're amazing too. And so we want to network with you throughout this Friday over the next 50 or so minutes. So feel free and drop something in the comments. Let us know where you're signing in from, what city, what state, what country, and let's connect with each other. It's a community here. We're creating a community for this next hour. So feel free to connect with us, and we'll connect with you. And I'm going to start with my top left-hand corner. I have Valerie MekkI. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Rollis. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this Friday afternoon. TGIF, everyone. I know I feel that way too. My name is Valerie MekkI. I'm an SEO writer and a blogger. The name of the blog is Oh Hello Work Life. It is dedicated to mid-career professionals looking to make a career pivot, start a side hustle, or an online business. I'm going to pass it down to Chaundria.
All right, Chaundria. Welcome, Chaundria Singleton. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I am Chaundria Singleton. I am a certified health coach and I own Healthy Trails Living, and I am all about getting healthy and what that looks like for you. And I'm excited to be on this panel. Thank you, Rollis.
Awesome. And then we have Miss Karina Krehl. Welcome.
Hello, I'm Karina Dorthy Krehl. I go by CDK. I am an artist and I work in all kinds of mediums, a Renaissance woman. So I do a little bit of everything.
Awesome. Glad to have you. Miss Darine BenAmara, bienvenue. Welcome.
Welcome. Bonjour, everyone. My name is Darine. I'm the founder and CEO of the Smart Woman Enterprises, a consulting and coaching company providing professional women the tools, resources, and strategy to promote themselves effectively. So welcome, and I'm happy to be here today with you.
Glad to have all of you. We have folks who are already chiming in the comments here. Let's see. We've got, of course, Joanne is here. We have Mohammed Abdullah Shakur. Welcome. He says, hello, everyone. And, actually, Shara, she's already joined us as well. So welcome, everyone. Let's feel free and connect. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so what we want to do is, just in case you're new to the format, what we're going to do, folks, if you're just now watching and signing in, is we're going to celebrate, we're going to share our best tips, and we're going to network. So if what you have to share has to do with one of those three things, you're in the right place. So tell me about some things that you're celebrating here recently. What has happened that's good for you? Who would like to go first?
I'll go first. I'll jump in. I'm so excited because I actually kind of niched down a little more in my coaching, which was huge for me because I've always helped men and women. And that was kind of broad. But then opportunity happened. I have a CDL, and I thought about when I drove trucks, what happens? Most men, I have a lot of friends that own trucking companies, and they deal with high blood pressure and diabetes, and that's the majority of my clientele. So why was I focusing on so many different directions? I niched down and I opened up a men's program, men only 8 weeks. Set it all up. I teach college as well, so I developed the curriculum and everything. I said, if I could create a college curriculum for a program for a national certification, I should be able to do this. It was nerve-wracking, but I did it. My goal was 10 clients. I got 7. And then 3 contacted me after the program started and said, could I join? So
that's amazing.
So that was amazing. So I'm excited to see that progress and to be able to have that win.
That's awesome. I'm curious as what the audience has to think about that. Well, it seems they like it too. Very good. That's awesome. And I know someone else who's niched down. She does a great job niching down. She's been doing it for quite a while. That's Darine.
That's me. Oh,
yeah.
Yes. Like for the past 10 years, I have been working with professional women and leaders. So that's like beyond, niching down. This is a passion of mine. And yeah, I'm just happy to wake up every morning, getting an opportunity to do what I love and to make a difference in women's lives. And in everybody's lives, of course, but my niche is very specific to professional women and women leaders.
Absolutely.
But if I can share a win today, my win this week, actually, is that for the first time in a long, long, long time, I took a week off from social media.
Oh.
Ooh.
And you know what? Yes, it's a win because mental health matter. You know, we always talk about the grind and the grind and the kind of consistency
Yes.
and the hustle and all of this. But you know, taking care of yourself is also like strategic and important. So I took a week off and I didn't feel guilty about it. That's the best part of it.
I love that.
Absolutely. No, it's so important, and it's so hard to do, especially if you're an entrepreneur. It's difficult. I mean, so kudos to do that. That was amazing. There's also one thing too, I remember in your content that happened not too long ago. You had a post that went viral, which was amazing. So maybe you could tell us about that, Darine. It wasn't that long ago. Maybe it was a few months ago.
So it was a few months ago, and you know, I know a lot of people like hold themselves back from sharing their stories, from posting on LinkedIn because, you know, they just don't want to be judged, or, you know, they don't want to be like have this sense of inadequacy. Maybe they don't fit in. People will, you know, you never know. And I get that. But,
Right.
you know, I just shared my story from a vulnerable place, which is my story as an immigrant woman moving from the poorest city of France to Canada. I recently shared for the first time in my life, actually, that I was a janitor and I was working with my mom. We were cleaning, you know, offices and all of this so we could save money and I could come to Canada. So it was important for me to share my story because, you know, people have spent time, and I was guilty at some point of it. As well, of doing this where we compare our journey with the success of other people, where actually we all started somewhere. And I posted this picture of how it started, me with all my luggages, not knowing what's gonna happen to me, and a couple of years later, me being successful, you know, having a great career. And this post went viral, like more than 4.3 million views. Almost 300,000.
How many views?
More than 4.3 million something views. And actually, you know, the post is still getting engagement as of today.
Wow.
Like from months ago.
4.3 million views?
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah. Thank you.
Really
Thank you.
amazing.
And let me tell you something here, because I'm always, you know, into the tactical or practical way, like side of things. It was the first time that I was sharing this post, and the second time, and the first time, you know, few people saw it and they were like, okay. And maybe 1 month later, or like a couple of weeks later, I shared it a second time, and this is when it went viral. So, you know, don't be afraid to repeat, like, and to share, to repurpose your content from 1 month to the other, because the outcome may be like completely different.
Right. Oh, I love that. Okay, so Joanne, can you find that post on Darine's profile and put that in the comments for us so that our viewers can see it? That is amazing. I'm curious. Let's see. I got a little issue here. I'm curious as to what our little audience thinks about that. I'm not sure. The fact that you had a post that did that is amazing. Okay, so keep that up. Okay, now, next I want to talk about, there was a recent success you had, Valerie, and this is just to encourage others, right? So there was a recent success you had not too long ago where you got published.
Hey, Rollis, real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw my message. Your audio sounds glitchy, and then your video comes out as well.
My video's cutting out as well?
Like it just like glitches out for some reason. And then,
Your background.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yay.
It's kind of funny.
Perfect. It's perfect.
Gotta love live.
That's pretty hilarious right there. I didn't realize what was showing on my background. It shows, you know, it only takes one letter and it changes the whole meaning, right?
Oh, yeah.
It does.
Okay, so my video he's saying is going out.
It's like flashing a glitch, but I think
Yeah,
it's okay for the
Just
most.
letting you know. I don't know if you saw the message or not. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see any message. I'm just so engrossed in my guests. I mean, I'm just all about my guests right now, so I'm not thinking about these messages. But I'm bringing it up now so I can take a look here. That's so funny though. That is just hilarious that all the time I had hello, right? And it literally had hell the whole time we were on.
Yeah. It's all good though. People are smart
I
enough.
saw it, but I didn't want to interrupt while you were talking, and I was like,
Really?
no, it says
Chaundria,
hello.
this is the kind of things that you have to say. You have to say, hey, hold on a minute, hold on.
I said, well, I know it says hello, so everybody else
Right.
knows it says hello.
Okay. Well, and guys, they know that I probably wouldn't say that because they've seen any of my shows before. So, Muhammad says, "Wow, 4.3 million. Share the link, please." Okay, so Joanne's gonna share the link. Okay, so tell us, Valerie, about your story before. Sorry, we kind of derailed it here. Tell us about your story, Valerie.
I guess it's a little bit similar to Darine. I shared my career changing story on LinkedIn, and I was laid off last year. And to think of where I was last year, laid off, barely anyone in my connection, and I just started sharing what the experience is to be laid off in the middle of a pandemic in an industry that was crushed by the pandemic. I came from the garment and fashion industry. And to think of where I'm at today, where I wanted to, in some way, help women, especially women of color, if they're in the same situation as me, because so many women got laid off during that time. Why don't I just start blogging about it in terms of like helping them with their resume, how to get a loan, anything that could help them through this time of uncertainty. And so when I started to share my blog on LinkedIn and social media, that's when I started to get a little bit of visibility.
That's awesome. Love it.
Yeah, but tell us, but don't stop here. Tell us what happened like recently. That's what we want to know.
Yeah. So recently, a couple of weeks ago, I was a part of an NPR segment, which was amazing for people. I know this is a global show, so it's a national public radio, and it's also online. It's an amazing, I didn't even know it was a part of my bucket list, but I guess it was. And it was about women and why are they not going back to work? They still have not gone back to work because a lot of them are having a change of heart. A lot of them may not be able to figure out how to balance it all yet because the school schedules aren't really fully back to normal. So for a lot of women, it's been this time of reimagining what's going to happen going forward and kind of come to terms with what's most important for them. So that's been a pretty amazing to be a part of.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I love it. Yeah. I mean, it's impressive. So, I mean, definitely.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Nice, thanks. And I want to share one win because it's
please.
been pretty amazing. Because I used to be a fashion buyer, and now I'm an SEO writer and a blogger. And I created this course. It's right now it's in a testing beta right now. And I'm in the middle of the course. And it's a transformative course where it takes someone who is feeling lost and feeling stuck in their career and thinking about making a career pivot. And we're in the middle of the course. And can I tell you, it's been just to be a part of that experience, seeing people start to connect with themselves and start asking them these really introspective questions about where they want to move forward to and be a part of that. That's pretty amazing. I didn't think that my journey of living through my own circumstance would lead into impacting and helping others. So I just want to say, never settle. Don't let your life circumstances be your fate.
Oh, I love that. That's a nice message. It makes you feel like
that's really profound.
Right there.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay,
this
Karina.
is the most interactive live, Rollis, just so you know. Like, this is super cool. This is the most interactive live I've ever been on.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, listen.
Gotta give you props.
You're a guest in my house, and so I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to have a good time, just like the folks who are watching. Okay, so Karina, tell us about your recent win or wins, and just let's celebrate some success together.
It's hard to choose, which is a really good sign,
Yes, absolutely.
It's exciting. I guess I'll start by saying I picked up the paintbrush for the first time in a long time last week. I've been so busy building my business like an art piece that I haven't been just creating paintings at least as much. And so I've really missed it. And I forgot how much I missed it. And so I want to show you what I'm working on. And I'll say too that I was laughing and smiling and leaning back and just like having the time of my life when I was creating this, because especially not just missing the art, but I knew that in art school this would have they would have been like, what's the plan? And I was like, I don't have one. I was having fun. And so this is my piece so far, and it's sort of a documentation of what my life has been like lately. A lot of nature. I picked up the viola again.
It's hard to hear you, by the way. It's hard for me to hear you.
I'm away from the mic, so I'll come closer. Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I picked up the viola again for the first time since 8 years, and I've been making a lot of music. I'm producing my debut album with a lot of people I connected with in the music industry over Clubhouse, and so that's been incredible. And so the body is going to be also a viola. I don't know if you can see it yet.
Yeah.
Yes, I do see that. Okay.
Oh, look,
It's in the middle.
Wow.
I see the ballet slipper too, right?
Yes. So
Oh my goodness. Yes, I see that too.
I started Point Ballet, and that's a ballerina's lifelong dream. And so I'm like transitioning into all of these amazing things that I've been working toward my whole life. And I'm just so in awe of who I am right now. And it's like who I've always dreamt of becoming. And I'm just beginning, I'm just in the very start of everything.
Absolutely.
So it's been so exciting, and that I'll say to me that's been like my biggest win, not because it's been the biggest, but it feels the biggest to me because it's something that I just haven't done in so long, and it's been so special to get back into that. And so my hope is really to find the perfect collector for this painting, somebody who is going to cherish that painting and have it mean just as much to them as it means to me. And so with time, I trust that will happen. But right now, I'm just so happy that I get to paint it.
Wow, that's
Awesome.
beautiful.
I love it. I'm curious. Now, we got some folks in the bleachers, and it looks like they're even excited about what you just showed.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. There you go. So great job. That's awesome. So, and actually, Joanne, she put in the link so you guys can see the link of Darine's viral post. So and everyone hopes to get one of those. And so when you get one of those, it's a huge blessing. And like you said, you're still getting residuals from that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so I have a fun question for you guys. Who wants to take my fun question first?
I feel brave.
You feel brave. Okay. Oh, by the way, Sri is here.
Hey, Sri.
Yeah. And Usama.
Hey,
You guys know Usama? Usama
Yes.
Zaid? Yes, he's here too. Welcome. Lots of great folks coming in. Thank you. Appreciate all these wonderful comments. She says, this is so exciting. Usama says, hey, y'all. Legends in the house. He's calling y'all legends. I love it. You guys are legends. And also Lisa Appia, she has liked it already. So that's awesome too. Well, thank you. Okay, so Karina's going to take my question. This is going to be a would you rather question. Okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Would you rather desperately want to sleep on a 6-hour plane flight but can't? Or while taking a cross-country flight, sleep like a baby next to a person who sleeps with his head on your shoulder and drools heavily on your shirt?
Do I know the person?
Frame it however you want.
You're so smart for asking that question.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
I love
I mean, if that's
workarounds.
my
I love
baby, then
workarounds.
like sure.
What's that?
If that's my baby, then yeah, that's fine. If it's not, then I'm just gonna go sleepless. If it's a stranger, sleepless, easy.
Okay, guys, in the comments, I want you guys to tell me your answer. Which one would you pick? Would you pick you desperately want to sleep on a 6-hour plane flight but can't, or while taking a cross-country flight, you sleep like a baby next to a person who sleeps with his head on your shoulder and drools heavily on your shirt? Okay, so which one would you pick, Valerie?
I would not sleep. I need my personal space, even if I do know them. And drooling is not okay.
I love it.
Okay, Chaundria, what about you?
Yeah, it was the drooling. I would have taken the head on the shoulder, but yeah, personal bodily fluids, no. In healthcare, I just don't do those things. Yeah, no. And I don't like to fly. I don't like to fly 6 hours and be sleepless. That's irritating as well. But the drool did it for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Darine,
what about you?
Yeah.
Sleepless flights, sleepless. I have done it already, so it doesn't bother me.
So you'll take the sleepless flight, you said?
Yeah, sleepless flight.
Yeah. I understand. Now, let's see. Benjamin, he says he will take a drooly dude any day.
Yeah, listen, good for you.
Do you, Benjamin?
Do you, Benjamin? Do you? I think I'm going to go with sleepless. I can go without a little sleep. I don't want that drool. I'm sorry. I just don't know. Especially from a dude. No way.
I've had people on my shoulder on flights that I don't know. Like I've had somebody almost in my lap sleep, on long flights. I don't mind. I mean, sometimes the sleep hits you and you just cannot. We were flying back from South Africa, and the husband and wife next to me, she wound up making her husband get up and move. He couldn't control it. He was so tired. And he just kept falling on me and literally was almost down on the armrest. And I'm like, I've tried. My husband's like, the man is tired. So, but no drooling was involved. So she moved him to the outer edge and sat next to me.
Okay, to show you how much I value my personal space, I don't like it when I sit next to a guy, okay? And you know how sometimes with guys, we spread our legs out? And so he spreads his legs out enough.
Yes, we call that man spreading in Generation Z.
What's that?
In Generation Z, we call that man spreading.
Yeah, okay, so man spreading, where his leg touches my leg. I do not want to touch legs with another dude. Get your legs off of me. So what I'll do is I'll kind of push back a little bit, just to kind of let them know, hey, you're in my space.
Oh Lord.
Okay, so what I like to do now is let's move to a tip. You guys have a just awesome knowledge in the areas that you serve in. So I want you to each give us your best tip. Bring us some fire here, okay? So let's start off with, I'm gonna start off with Darine. Give us some fire. What's your best tip? You gave us a good tip earlier too, by the way. That was really good. So give us your best tip from your point of view as a subject matter expert and growing your personal branding, primarily for women, but I think a lot of what you do really applies to men too, because I actually get a lot of value from your content.
There are a lot of men, reaching out to me. Actually, they're like, yes, I know you focus on women, but do you work with men? Can I book a call with you? I'm like, yes, of course. My passion is helping women because I've been there and this is my journey as a woman. So of course I can tell it from a personal perspective, but all the tips that I share are helpful and useful for everybody. So a good tip, you want me to put you on fire? You know what? Hold on. I want to tell you something. Okay, I'm going to share a story and you will understand my tip from this story. I was a couple of years younger, and I was watching the TV, and there was this TV show, and there was an old lady. She was maybe 80-year-old or 80-year-old. And the presenter asked her, what is your biggest regret, or the one thing in your life that you wish you had known now that you are 70, 80-year-old?
Right.
And she said, if I knew that it would go by so fast, I would have done the things I wanted to do. And for me, it was an aha moment, because I don't want to end up, and I don't want everyone end up being this old person who has regrets, to not have lived the life, or to not have become the person she or he was meant to be. So do you, be you. And when it comes to LinkedIn, like, show up, be yourself. If people don't like it or don't appreciate it, then they are not your people. But on the other side, you will find people who will connect, relate to you. And you want to be surrounded by this kind of people. So do you, be you. Life is short. Stop coming in your own way to success, and you have everything it takes to become the person you are meant to be. So believe yourself and go for it.
Love that. Love that.
Yes.
You just gave us all a big group hug. I appreciate that. That was awesome.
For real.
I felt that.
My tip goes really well with that.
Okay.
If I could interject.
Please.
Okay. Prioritize in your schedule joy.
Yeah.
I schedule
I like that
joy before I schedule anything else. I have my disciplines. I have the things my morning ritual, my nightly ritual, and things like that. But before I sit down and schedule live with Rollis 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I schedule ballet, or I schedule painting, or
I love that.
dance. I already said dance. I schedule practicing viola and things like that. Whatever is going to make me happy. Maybe just going on a walk, but that's like Michelle Obama taught me that one, not in person. through her book, and I think it goes with Darine's really well, because that's a good way to not have regrets, is putting joy first. So that's my tip.
Absolutely. I love that. Okay, I'm missing so many comments. Let me just break for a second. Let me read some of these comments here. So, by the way, Elizabeth, thank you. She's here. Elizabeth Indugu. I think Ndungu. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. So thank you for being here. And we're actually connected. And then I saw a comment here. Benjamin says, "I'm just saying, I'm tired." So he that's why he said, I guess he'll take the drool. Sri says no drool for sure. Muhammad says 6 hours sleepless for him. Ahmed Ategbaye, sorry if I said that wrong. He says, "It doesn't bother me at all. I can fly 6 hours sleepless." And Ahmed says to Darine, she's the queen of personal brand. Oh, that's nice.
Thank you.
And he says authenticity is key. So he was saying yes to Darine's point. And Joanne said, believe in yourself, go for it. So she was agreeing with you as well, Darine. Benjamin says, wait, live with Rollis isn't joy?
It's not that. I actually have my planner categorized and color coded into 8 different categories, and live is red, so it goes, and purple is joy. So they just have different categories.
Okay. So what does red signify?
4 personal, 4 professional.
What does red signify?
Wow, that's amazing.
Red is live, like live streaming.
Maybe powerful.
Light blue is social media engagement. Dark blue is freelance projects. Black is my website /shop. Purple is joy. Pink is gratitude. Dark red is meditation. And green is growth.
Wow, that's very interesting how you're using colors. I need to do something like that with my...
You live your life in color.
I studied color theory. I gotta use color.
That's awesome. Sri says, wonderful tips, ladies. And Joanne says, joy in my heart. And Elizabeth says, I would get a blanket or something to help with the drool and knock out as well.
It's going to be the question that keeps on giving.
Yes,
yeah, there you go. Okay, so let's see. We need to hear from Valerie and Chaundria on this.
So is this a tip from us as what our personal focus is, our business is, or just...
Anything you want. Anything.
Okay.
Anything. This is Casual Friday, so it's up to you.
Okay. My tip would be, after going through this coaching specifically with men, it kind of opened my eyes to just the difference in men and women when it came to health, even though we all have our own, health journeys and have health, journeys. But I realized that when I coach women, they ask for me to help them with their weight. When I coach men, that never comes up. They want a better quality of life. They want to have more energy. They never talk about weight. They might say their belly flatter, but that kind of is like third, fourth, and fifth. And I wondered why, and it was really interesting to me. And it goes back to one thing that I tell all my clients. It's the quality of life that's most important. We can be skinny and still unhealthy. We can be rich and be unhealthy. But one thing you cannot when somebody wakes up every day and says, I feel good, that's not just looking good. It's not just having energy. It's mental clarity. When your body is balanced in all things, your mind is clear. You're more creative. You're happier. You're a more fulfilled person in more than just the physical. Yes. And that is one thing I try to help my clients to look at, is to really just wake up every day, get to a point in your health where you can enjoy life to the best of your ability. And it goes back to Darine's point of, time flies by for all of us. It does not slow down for anybody. And, I remember my first day of kindergarten, and now I'm in my 40s. Time goes and it's speeding up as you get older.
Yes.
So I just encourage people, my tip is to put investment into your health, not into how you look so much, that's great, but into your health, so you can wake up every day as an individual feeling good mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and everything.
Absolutely. And so, see, I'm so thirsty right now, and I want to sip of this drink I got right here. But because you're talking to me, I'm like, I don't know if I want to do it, because I might feel bad, because I got this brown water right here.
Drink your drink. Drink your drink.
Oh, shame on you. Didn't you see Ronaldo yesterday or 2 days ago?
Okay, here's some water. Here's some water right here. This is water.
There you go. There you go. Wash it down with some water. Yeah.
I learned from one of my guests not too long ago.
Iced Coke doesn't count, though. That's ice in there with Coke. That
no.
Count.
It's water. It's water. It's water in here. But one of my guests taught me the other day, I think it was Lila Smith. She was like, let's take a water break. So we took a water break. So feel free if you got some water. If you want to pull some water out, just take a water break. That. Take a little sip of water. Yeah.
And this is the one day I did yesterday. I have my water bottle on my desk every day, but not today.
Yeah, it feels good. It feels good to take a little bit of water. Okay.
All right, grab it.
Valerie, go with your tip. And then once we finish with your tip, then we'll go back to the comments.
Okay. All right. My tip would be, listen, when I was laid off, I didn't have a plan B. I didn't have a passion project. I was just content and kind of settled with just having a job. And that was probably one of my biggest mistakes. I think everyone, especially women, should have some sort of a plan B, which could be a side hustle, which could be a passion project, because you just never know. Like, it's not guaranteed. For what you think could be like job security is not guaranteed to you. So on the side, and I know we're all busy, but I'm sure you can find something that you can get passionate behind, or a side business that you can just dabble in and try, because you just never know what that can turn into. And what turned into me has been like a new career pivot. So that's the one tip that I would say. Just like the other ladies, like, take this moment now. If anything that we've learned from 2020 is that time is not guaranteed. And so the best thing that you can do for yourself is to make sure there's something on the side for you to fall on nicely into something that you want.
Yes. These are all great tips. In fact, some of the tips you bring out are even affecting the healthcare industry, because I'm seeing it's a good response here from those in healthcare. See that? I love it. Anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Can I jump in there really quick on that? Because 20 years working in the hospital, I found myself at the pandemic where they just shut down. I didn't work in an emergency setting. I did MRIs, shut it down for 3 months. We didn't know when we were going to go back. A lot of women that I work with chose not to go back, because they felt, like those 3 months gave them time to figure out, wow, I can do something else. There is another option for me. And they didn't feel bad anymore about, because people sometimes, I don't know, me working in healthcare field, I've talked to other doctors too, that, like, I know doctors who are in rock bands, they do things that are totally different from medicine. And when they choose to go do those things, people are like, why would you leave your medical career? You went to school for so long. Why would you leave that to do that? And it makes you feel bad. Like, yeah, I went to school and got this degree and I did this for 20 years. It's a secure job. But then you realize when things like this happen, there's nothing that's secure.
Yeah.
So you might as well do something that makes you happy. And I think a lot of people's eyes have been opened, especially even those like Rollis said in the healthcare field. I never thought I would have left the hospital ever. I love it. I've done it for years, but I enjoy what I'm doing now. And
I think we all are, right? Like, yeah. I think we've all had this time to like reimagine what it could be. And if you give us some extra time on our hands, look what we come up with.
Yes, absolutely.
Look at Darine, look at Karina, look at Chaundria. Like, it's pretty amazing when you are given the time to think about it.
The culture
and an opportunity to do it.
An opportunity.
Exactly.
I can't speak for
Can
other.
I add something on this? Just a little thing.
Yeah, sure, please.
And I will bring it back to personal branding and why I do strongly believe in it, in the power of it. It's because beyond everything that you can read on LinkedIn or, on the internet, having a strong personal brand allows you to create financial stability. Why? Because as you said, Valerie and Chaundria, nothing is granted. Like having a full-time job, like forever, it's not granted anymore. And anyway, none of us do that anymore. We don't work like 20, 30 years in the same industry, but your personal brand is about who you are, but most importantly, how you use your gift, your expertise, your talents, your passion in order to serve others and make a difference in people's lives. So when you have a strong personal brand, even when you work on a 9-to-5, and that you build that personal brand around the other activities that you do, being passion project or volunteering or anything else, then it allows you to create financial stabilities because you will see opportunities coming in from different spectrum, right? So that's the first thing. But then when you lose your job or when a pandemic happens, and listen, people, like a crisis happen every 8 to 12 years, okay? It's cyclic, so it's going to happen again and again. This is the way the word is. So when you have a strong personal brand and that that you can create multiple stream of incomes out of your personal brand, then when something is just shut down or fall apart, then you don't find yourself in a crisis because that you have like some backup. So that's why also, and I think it's important to mention it, like personal branding and building your personal brand allows you to live life in your own term and to create financial stabilities when something may happen.
And to be flexible too. I never have been on social media before. I think I had a Facebook page looking at my family's pictures and that's all I had. And to do this business the last 2 years, I had to get an Instagram. I hired a 21-year-old business coach because she thinks totally different from me. And she helped me a lot, and then I let myself be teachable. I was open. I was flexible. I'm doing reels now, having a good time. You're
doing amazing with these videos. They make me so happy.
Fun. Oh, I'm doing transitions on like things I never ever would have probably done on camera, ever. And I just say, don't listen to the conversations of others, because when I first started doing reels, I had people that I was in business with say, "What are you doing? You look silly." And I was like, well, I'm going to keep looking silly. So I put on roller skates and started looking even sillier. But I started getting clients from it. So
embrace the silly.
It's me. I'm fun, but I'm serious in business too. But I think like Darine said, people need to see who you are as your brand, and they decide that's the kind of person I want to work with.
A lot of times people, when they say that, they really want to do it too. They just don't feel comfortable enough to do it. And that, so they're trying to keep you back. But that's okay.
Yes.
We're in a safe space today. We got some supporters.
The one thing that I want to say,
sure, go ahead,
is that we have to take advantage of this time. The one thing that I think can make a passion project or a side hustle business work is because you have two things going for you. You have social media and you have self-publishing platforms, right? So you have social media like this, like LinkedIn, and you have like a platform that you can sell your product on, right? There's so many teachable, and it's free, and you can use it on your own. And you can like learn it through YouTube videos. So everything that you think maybe we didn't have that 5 years ago, but we have that now. So I want people to take advantage and know that they have options. It's at their fingertips.
Yeah, and it's not even just an opportunity. It's a responsibility, because that's a privilege. So many people in the world do not have that right now, and they are suffering and struggling. If we have access to that, it's actually our responsibility to make the most out of that, because that way we can actually impact other people's lives for the better as well. And it is about ourselves and getting sustainable, because we need that in order to be able to do anything else. We need that solid foundation. But it's not just even about the amazing opportunities for us. Like, it's actually what we are here to do. It's a purpose to serve others as well. So to me, it's just like irresponsible to not.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got two things we're behind on. One is a fun question, and number two is reading the comments. So let me
see what happens when you have like these women on the panel.
What's that?
See what happens? We just can't help it.
You guys are amazing. You guys are doing great. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to ask you a never have I ever question. Who's going to go first? Okay, Chandra's going to go first. Okay, so here's how it's going to work. I'm going to ask Chandra, never has she ever, if she's done this thing or not. And then the rest of you are going to have to guess. And the comments, those are in the comments. I want you to guess as well, okay? So I want you to guess if you think Chandra has done this or not. And each of you who are on the panel, I want you to tell me first about yourself, and then tell me if you think she did it or not, okay? All right, so Chandra, don't answer me yet, but the question is, or the statement is, never have I ever had a water balloon fight. So we're going to guess whether you've had a water balloon fight or you've never had a water balloon fight. So we're going to start off with Darine. Do you think, first of all, have you had a water balloon fight before?
Yes, but my question is, who has never?
Well, I know what you're going to guess then. So you think Chaundria has?
Yes.
Okay, so she thinks that Chaundria has had a water balloon fight. What about you, Karina? Have you had one?
She has. Definitely, and I have too.
Okay. Okay. Confession time, guys. All right. So Valerie, how about you?
I'm glad that this question is very general. It's good. I wasn't sure where it's going, but yes, I have, and I think that Chaundria has, and I think it would be good content for your reels. Just putting that out there.
Oh yeah.
I'm just trying to like.
You know what? You know what? We should do like a virtual water balloon, like.
I like that.
Yes.
Let's do it, and we put it on
Rollis,
IG.
We should do that.
Yeah, let's do it. That would be so fun.
Okay, we're going to do that. Okay, so in the comments so far, let's see. Joanne says yes. She thinks Chaundria has. And I don't see, I'm scared to scroll because I'm going to lose my place on my comments. So
Benjamin
I'm trying to
said,
see.
Yeah. Benjamin said, she totally has had a water balloon fight.
Who said that?
Benjamin McCool.
Okay, Benjamin said that. Okay, and then Joanne thinks all of us have. Yes, I have. I've had a water balloon fight. Okay, so we're all in suspense, Chandra. Go ahead and let us know. Have you or have you ever had a water balloon fight, or have you?
Wow, I mean, everybody's had a water balloon fight on here? Yeah, I'm from Florida. Of course I have. I am from South Florida. Water balloons, pools, and water guns, everything. My husband actually has a water gun in his trunk. So that is how serious we are about having our fun around here.
Your husband's packing with a water gun.
He is. He pulled it out the other day. I said, if you mess up my hair, it's on. It is on. Mess up my hair.
I hear you. See, and I grew up with that. I know you do not mess with a woman's hair. I don't mess with women's hair.
Once I straighten this out, it takes too long to straighten it. It's gonna stay.
Yep, I hear you. Okay, so lots of comments to read, and actually earlier when I was reading Joanne's comment about the joy, she said it's actually a song, and I didn't remember that song. Okay. Sri says, time is going fast because I remember when my daughter was in preschool and now she's graduated high school. Wow.
Yes, she's off to college.
Didn't even know that.
She's beautiful.
Shree thought I had a real drink. I guess like an alcohol drink. One of these days we're going to have a wine tasting. I think we're going to have one of our shows with wine tasting.
Wine and cheese.
Wine and cheese. There we go. See,
yeah.
That's right. That's right down your alley, right, Darine? Because she's from France. Hey, they make great wine there.
And great cheese.
And great cheese. Benjamin says, I like the message on personal branding, and I agree that it has massive value. How does someone build a personal brand? Wow. Well, then you need to follow Darine. She'll show you exactly how to build a personal brand. I don't know if we can cover that in the next 3 minutes. So, Ikram says, hello, everyone. But thank you for the question, Benjamin. He says, my toddler watches a guy called Blippi on TV. Dude is a master of looking silly, but they sell Blippi toys at Walmart, silly, all the way to the bank.
Yep.
That's right.
That's
all
true.
the way.
And of course, he was the one who thought you guys had a water balloon fight. Shree says, what part of South Florida? I'm from Miami and went to FIU.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm from Fort Lauderdale, and my dad was from Miami, and my mom's from Fort Lauderdale. I grew up in Fort Lauderdale, though, but I was always in Miami.
Okay. And then she says,
I go down pre-pandemic every week. I go to Florida every week to visit my family.
Cool.
Well,
she says,
back,
let's do wine and cheese for sure.
Say that again?
Someone was saying something. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said, once you're back, let me know because I'm in St. Petersburg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will. Yeah, once all this dies down a little, I'll be back to traveling.
So everybody who's on this live right now, we should all connect with each other. So let's do some connection requests with each other. We're all networking here. Ahmed El Hamamzi, welcome. He says, hello, everybody. Great panel. All my friends are here. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you for shukran. Kufalak. And Elizabeth says, yes, my kid is obsessed with Blippi.
I don't know about Blippi, no.
I don't know about, yeah.
Okay, so
I've heard about it.
Who wants to volunteer for my last question really fast? Who wants to volunteer for it? I think Valerie should probably volunteer. She's got to go.
Last one? Okay,
she has to go. So do you want open-ended or would you rather?
Open-ended?
Okay, open-ended question. All right, if you could take a 2-day crash course in any field of endeavor, what would it be?
It would be to learn Cantonese. I'm Chinese, but I don't speak it at all. I know how to order food. I know when my mom speaks to me, but I wish that they spoke Cantonese to us growing up, but I think they wanted us to just focus on English. So I really would love to do that.
Yes. And I think that's such a limitation because I know people, I do know people who speak several languages, but I've seen some on YouTube, they speak as many as 20 languages.
Wow.
So why is it that parents only want their child to learn one language? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I would agree. I think it would be great for you to learn Cantonese. It's an amazing language.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And I know you've got to run, so why don't you tell us what's the best way to connect with you?
Yes, thank you. And thank you for having me. Ladies, it's been amazing. Rollis, thank you so much. Let's do a clap for you.
Thank you.
You can find me on LinkedIn at Valerie MekkI, and also you can please check out my blog, Oh Hello Work Life. And then it's the same on my Instagram at Oh Hello Work Life. And today I have a live with Mimi Jane, and we're going to be talking about side hustles and passion projects and what is holding you back.
Oh, I love that.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, thank you. Have a good rest of the day.
Thanks, guys. I have to move to my next meeting. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, and who wants to go next? We need to know what 2-day crash course, and then how we should contact you. Darine, please.
That would be investment. I wanna learn more. Coming from a very modest background, being raised without money, Now I understand the language of money a little bit better, of course. But yeah, that would be investment, so I can create a new direction for the future generation of my family. Where people can find me, so Darine BenAmara here on LinkedIn. I'm just a DM away, so feel free to reach out to me. Otherwise, you can visit my website, WMN.com, And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I would be happy to provide you any support.
Okay, Joanne, can you pop that web address in the comments, because we may have folks watching from YouTube or Facebook, and so they'll be able to see that. And Karina.
Ooh, crash course. I think I want to learn guitar. Well, I know I do, but I feel like that would be fun because I play other instruments, but guitar is portable in a way that viola and piano kind of aren't. So I think that would be good to learn, and I am going to be learning that soon. And then in order to reach me, you can add me on LinkedIn at Karina Dorthy Krehl. And you should sign up for my email list because I'm starting to build that up. I'm rebuilding my website, and I have so many exciting things about to begin for the members portal especially. So I'm trying to get everyone's information so that I can keep everyone in the loop and invite you along the journey because it's going to be an amazing one.
Awesome. Very good. And Chaundria.
Oh my goodness. I want to do everything everybody's already said, except learn Japanese. Again, I was doing so well before the pandemic because I visited 3 times and I was practicing it with all of my friends that speak it fluently. So I was forced to speak it. So that would be my thing, is to really master Japanese and to begin writing it again. And you can reach me at Chaundria Singleton on LinkedIn. And if you can't spell that, you can reach me on healthytrailsliving.com. That is my website. And I am Healthy Trails Living on Instagram and YouTube as well. So please follow me on those areas. You can grab a lot of my freebies. I do meal planning freebies and all of those things like that. So I love for you guys to reach out to me there. And thank you so much, Rollis.
Very good. And Joanne has already put in, she's put in Darine's website and Valerie's website. And then what's yours again, Karinas? Because you actually did a banner for one of my clients. So we actually engaged you for that. So if you guys look up Teresa Mazzaro, you can see her some of Karina's work. She did a great job for us. So what's your website again, Karina?
It's KarinaKrehl.com. KarinaKrehl.com. And the whole site's about to be totally revamped. But I do the LinkedIn banners, and so if anyone is interested in that, looking for a little bit of an aesthetic tweak for your LinkedIn profile, I'd love to be a consultant for that and then do the design work.
Awesome. And then so put that in if you don't mind, Joanne, in the comments, as well as Chaundria's, which is Healthy Trails, you said?
Yes, Healthy Trails Living.
Healthy Trails Living. Very good. Well, listen, I want to thank all of you for your time today. I cannot believe it's already 3:00. All of you guys were amazing. I will just check in with the audience and just see how they felt about today, because I'm sure they loved it just as much as I did. And oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that. That is amazing. We're all clapping for you guys. Keep doing amazing work. Appreciate you guys. You guys are rocking it. You're crushing it here on LinkedIn. And Shanee wasn't able to join us, but maybe she was with us, I'm sure, in spirit. She'll join us next time. But thank y'all.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
You guys definitely filled the room on your own. That's for sure.
I could have kept going. We were still talking. Rollis had to tell us, look, I'm behind on 2 things. I need to move forward.
Please, ladies, yes.
Let's say bye to everyone.
It's my show.
What's that?
No, I was saying like we kept talking like if we were just like among us and you had to remind us like, hey, girls, ladies, it's my show, okay? I'm the host of this show.
We were like, but one more thing.
Yeah, just one more thing. Yeah. Ahmed, he says that great one, Rollis. Have a lovely day, ladies. So Elizabeth said great job. They all loved it. Joanne loved it.
Thank you, everybody.
Let's say bye, but stay on for a second. Let's say bye, everyone. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much.
And then Jonathan's going to let us know when it's okay to actually cut the stream, because I cannot tell you how many times in the past I would cut myself off while I'm talking. So there's a little bit of a delay.
Oh. But I thought that we were already off, actually.
All right, you ready to go, Ross?
Okay.